Hey, Don, how are you doing today?
Drunk as a skunk with junk in the trunk, Chris.
I love it. We're about to get there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're right behind you.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Always 5 o'clock somewhere. That's how time works.
Might be 5 o'clock in Taiwan, but hey, we're
Don
ready.
understands how time works. That's funny.
What are our questions this week, Don?
Our questions this week are relevant to me, specifically.
Let's hear it.
All right. This one comes from Katrina on LinkedIn. I have a question I'll toss your way. How does someone get the F out of corporate when there's a budget for pay plans and get into a different dealer group without shooting themselves in the foot by being transparent during their job search that they have a DWI on their driving record?
Katrina?
Katrina, yes.
Katrina. That's a good one.
Well, let's remind everybody that just by submitting your questions, if we do read it on air, you get
Swag.
Absolutely.
You can have a Service Drive Revolution t-shirt, hat, coffee mug,
and the
stickers.
Coffee mug can come in handy because if you find yourself unemployed with a DUI, you can go collect money on the side of the street. So that could help.
Oh, good. Cross use.
Multifaceted cross-use tool.
Show your Service Drive Revolution pride.
So there's like 2 questions layered within that question, right?
I know what my answer is, but why don't you want to go
No.
first?
I want to hear yours first. You're
Mine
right.
kind of ends it. So,
Go ahead.
well, if I hated corporate and I had a DWI, I'd open my own shop.
Okay, awesome. That's a great idea.
Like you can't lie about it. You're gonna get caught. And it's not good to lie. So if you have it, go start your own business.
Yeah, or go get your own insurance policy and then
Can you do that?
You probably can. Let's see. I got a resume,
know,
but there's an
insurance
insurance
companies-
binder ahead of it. Why is that? Oh, yeah.
You know
not
you can't even
able
go
to
to
do that.
Canada if you have a DWI?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Looks like I have to cancel a trip coming up. Damn.
You have a DWI?
No.
Oh, jeez. You got me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of lying about stuff. If you're in corporate, you got to be in corporate and you got to play their game, play their politics, and perform if they're giving you a paycheck. So I always try to adjust my feelings on things to who's writing me a check and doing the best by them. My grandfather always said that if always give somebody twice as much as what they're paying you for. So if they pay you $10 an hour and you give them $20 worth of value, you'll always be in demand. So that's kind of where my heart comes from. And I wouldn't lie about having a DWI. So you're in a pickle. So I don't know. You might want to start your own shop.
Yeah, and the other thing, I mean, then if this is your situation, then you've got to just really maximize your performance to maximize the pay plan of where you're at. Kind of sit tight till you can make the money to hire an attorney to help expunge the DUI and clean up your driving record, I guess.
Yeah.
You got to get things clean. So maybe you've got to sit in this situation for a couple more years, understand your pay plan, and just figure
get another DWI.
Agreed. Uber,
Cut
Lyft,
back on the sauce, Don.
Yes. Automated driving cars.
Don't be like Don.
Don't be like Don.
What's the next question, Mr. Rito?
This next question comes from Ken on YouTube. Do you have any stories of customers that are just insane and there is no way to talk them down? I have a few, and one of them I had to call the cops.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I've seen that. So,
Have you ever had a customer tell you to F off on the phone?
oh yeah,
Oh, isn't that great?
many times.
Yes, absolutely. That happened yesterday.
Oh really?
Yeah. So this kid's on the phone, and you can tell from the tonality the type of person you're dealing with. But he's trying to get me to help diagnose his vehicle or phone. He just did a clutch and all this other stuff. He's like, "Do you hear that?" I'm like, "I don't hear anything. I can't fix your car over the phone. Would you like to bring your car to our shop so we can fix it for you?" And he kept, "Well, check this out. Now it's doing this and this." And I said again, "Do you want us to help you fix your car?" And he goes, "Man, F you." Click. And it's like, I just want my 5 minutes back, right? Because that was 2 to 5 minutes of my life that it's gone. I'll never get back again. I should have just hung up on the guy right from the beginning.
I had to fire my top salesperson once because he was, we recorded our phone calls and he told a customer to F off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I didn't want to fire him. He was good. His name was Johnny. He was a good salesperson, but
That's tough.
yeah, there's no way you could overlook it.
What about face-to-face encounters with customers? Crazy people. It sounds like The question here, he's had to have them removed from the cops. The
Well, yeah,
5-0.
so I don't know, like in my experience, the craziest things are like when there's lots of guns in the car, when there's lots of guns and drugs in the car. So I've had that quite a few times where there's a 9mm under the seat and a brick of marijuana in the back. That's always a little weird.
Those are good times there.
Cash.
Cash, yeah.
So customers, I've had it before too, that there was cash in a car and supposedly the cash disappeared. And the kind of people that are selling drugs and have cash usually aren't that understanding.
Right.
So they've come back and threatened and had to call the cops.
Ah, okay.
I've had that happen. And then just ridiculous customers that are just crazy. Most of the time, like only 2 times in my career have I ever had to fire a customer. And both times, the way that I fired them, they wanted to come back. I'm not a big fan of firing customers. Like I'll put up with a lot of abuse.
Customer collectors, right?
Yeah, I'll put up with a lot of abuse. But my thing is always like I would say, Jeremy, I'm really sorry that you feel this way. We've clearly let you down. We're not a match because I'm not going to be able to live up to your expectations. But I understand your expectations. But we're not going to be able to do it. We obviously are falling short of that.
Yeah.
And then just about then they start going, no. And then they turn around and they're like, no, don't, no.
Want back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I've had that happen. But yeah, but I don't know. I always think guns and drugs are the hardest ones. Like when a tech's going to work on a car and then, he doesn't want to be responsible for the drugs disappearing or the gun
Right.
And then you got to call him and that gets really awkward.
I mean, their system can only handle so many drugs in a day, so they're probably already loaded enough. Have you ever done the page, like to get out of something? Let's say you got a crazy person in front of you, you want to extract yourself out of the situation. So you just go, oh my gosh, I just got paged, and you hit your hip. Now this is really old school, right? When were pagers around?
20 years ago?
Right. And you go, I just got paged, I got it in the back. And you walk out and you get your good cop, bad cop partner and be like, hey, you're up. Go talk to that person.
No, you know what my move is?
No.
You're gonna like this, Don. Are you ready? I just stand up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I did this the other day to somebody. He clearly he had an hour on my calendar. We were at an hour. I had another meeting. I'd mentioned leading up for 10 minutes, hey, I got another meeting. So then I did the thing where I just stand up, didn't phase him. Just kept
rolling,
going. Chat. And then finally I had to be like, hey, I gotta go. And I clapped. But no, with customers like that, I stand up and it changes the tone. Especially I'm kind of intimidating.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the standing up usually ends everything.
Don, what's your favorite way to get out of a sticky situation?
Let's do shots.
Let's do shots.
Well,
I can clearly see that the problem here is that we're not drunk.
I would say standing up, but as you know, 3 out of my 4 limbs do not work.
There we go.
That's
Nice.
great. Any other questions?
Nope, that's it this week, Chris.
Great job, Don. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much for watching this clip of Service Drive Revolution. Now you can catch the full episode on YouTube, iTunes, or Spotify, or wherever you consume your podcast. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified when we post new episodes. I'm Chris Collins, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Chris Bulldog Collins. And I'll see you again on the next episode.